Let's be honest, you're eating healthy, you're exercising more, you're doing all the right things, but that scale just won't move. Now you're frustrated, confused and wondering, what am I doing wrong? You're not alone, and truth is it's probably more than one thing. So in this video, we're going to break down why you're not losing weight, what you can do about it, and how you can finally start seeing some progress. Before we get into it, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fitness and health content, and leave a comment in the section below about what you are struggling with the most with your weight loss. Now let's get into it. The number one reason why people do not lose weight, they're eating more than they think they are. Even if you're eating healthy, clean foods, you could be in a calorie surplus. Examples being avocados, nuts, protein bars. Yes, they're healthy, but they're very calorie dense. So here's the thing, your body doesn't care if it's calories coming from pizza or quinoa, it just counts calories. What you're consuming and going in, and what's being burnt and going out. So if this sounds like you and you're not losing weight, you need to start tracking your intake. So to start with, use an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer for a week. Weigh all your meals, log every food and every drink, and you'll be surprised how many calories you consume. Personally, I use MyFitnessPal every single day and it was an absolute game changer for my diet. I log everything I eat and drink every single day and it really puts it in perspective. This isn't about restriction, this is about awareness. Once you actually know what your actual intake is, you can start making smarter adjustments instead of just guessing. So that leads us into section 2. Let's talk about calorie deficit, which is the foundation of fat loss. To lose weight, you need to burn more calories than you consume. That's a non-negotiable. I will say this till I'm blue in the face. Weight loss is just maths. A lot of people will think they're in a deficit when they're actually not. Here's probably what's happening. You're estimating your portion size instead of measuring. That's guessing, not knowing. You're eating out a lot and underestimating restaurant calories. Remember, a curry you make at home is different to a curry in a restaurant. You're not tracking your snacks, sugary drinks or cooking oils. Unhealthy snacks are one of the easiest ways to rack up your calories. For example, as nice as they are, an English scone can be anything from 250 to 450 calories per scone. Lastly, you're compensating for workouts. Kind of one of those I earned it kind of meals. So if you did a 5K and you burnt 400 calories and then you go and eat one of those English scones I was talking about, you've basically just cancelled out your workout. All this in mind, it can only take a few extra 100 calories per day to really stall fat loss. I measure out everything I consume. Everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, I weigh it. Plate goes on the scale and I measure everything out item by item. Now this might sound excessive, maybe it is a little bit, but it works for me. Because I weigh everything, I know exactly how much I'm consuming, so I can confidently log every single meal onto MyFitnessPal. So that might work for you too. So if that scale's not been moving for a few weeks, maybe it's time you need to tighten up the tracking. Be honest, be accurate and reassess. So here's another big one. You're not being patient enough. Fat loss takes time. You didn't gain 20 pounds overnight, so you can't expect to lose 20 pounds overnight. Remember, weight loss is a marathon, not a sprint. I posted another video where I lost 26 pounds in 6 months and it transformed my body. Now I knew this would take time and I didn't jump on a scale every single morning. That'd be enough to drive anyone crazy and knock your motivation. Your body needs to adjust to new habits, and maybe there's some progress happening that the scale is just not noticing. Maybe you're losing fat and gaining some muscle, or maybe you're retaining some water from workouts or a high sodium diet. So instead of obsessing over the daily numbers, look at the weekly trends. Look at how your clothes fit, look at your energy levels, and look at how strong you're feeling. Most people give up right before they start seeing the results. Don't be one of those people. Another very common mistake is trying to out-train a bad diet. Exercise is amazing for your health and I will never knock that, but sometimes you don't burn as many calories as you think. So for example, a 45-minute workout might burn 300 calories, but then if you consume a large latte or a scone, you will quickly replace that. The key to exercise is to build strength, increase your energy levels and support fat loss, not to justify overeating. Personally, I recommend lifting weights to build muscle and staying active throughout the day. Walking, running, movement. That way, your metabolism stays high and your body composition improves. Now this one flies under the radar quite regularly, but stress and sleep deprivation can really stall your fat loss. When you're sleep deprived or constantly stressed, your hormones, like cortisol, go haywire. This can lead to water retention, sugar craving and overeating. If you're a parent like me, you don't need me telling you about the sleepless nights, right? You can be in perfect calorie deficit on paper and not see any results if your body's under chronic stress. So make sure you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, you're managing your stress and not overdoing it in the gym. Sometimes doing less is what helps your body finally respond. Last but not least, Your expectations might be a bit too extreme. Social media has made it look like that absolutely everybody's dropping 20 pounds a month. That's not real life. Remember, marathon, not sprint. Healthy, sustainable fat loss is about 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's it. It's not flashy, but it works and it lasts. So if you're losing weight slower than that, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're building long-term habits that will stick around. So let's recap. 1, track your intake accurately. Use MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. 2, stay in a calorie deficit. Know exactly how much you need to consume per day and make healthy choices to keep those numbers down. 3, be patient. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Again, marathon, not a sprint. 4, focus on daily movement, not just exercising. Walking, running, movement. 5, manage your stress and your sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep and keep those stress levels down. 6, be realistic. Progress takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. If this video has helped you figure out what's holding you back, please drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And remember, please, in the comment section, let me know what you're struggling with the most with your weight loss. Remember, you're not failing, you're learning. Keep showing up, keep adjusting, and the results will come. Thanks so much. See you in the next one.